You have the last one?
Please.
I'm over time. It better be good.
I think it's good enough.
Oh, good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, basically, my question is: throughout this whole thing, I've heard you speak pretty in length about, upholding the Constitution, which I think is a good thing. I think that's a great thing. I think that you talk about the founding fathers, who I think, while flawed, overall had very good ideas. My issue is that, and I know it's not October, but currently, I mean, you can spin it however you want. I personally do think that Trump, has done a lot to really ruin the Constitution. I think when you look at January 6th, yes, January 6th.
This is such an October question, bro. Like,
I know, but then answer it.
but answer what? I mean,
why is the Constitution suddenly flimsy when it comes to things that are currently happening? But it's not flimsy when it comes to.
That was 5 years ago. And like here's my best argument is like the
So
American.
it doesn't matter.
Well, hold on, the American people were presented with this and they didn't believe the media's premise. So you tell me how Donald Trump was against the Constitution. Like what?
By trying to overthrow it on January 6th.
Okay, he didn't.
Oh,
Again,
he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. You know what he did do? He did win in November because you guys couldn't stop talking about that for the last 4 years. Okay.
Hold on.
Because all you guys did is you lied. You kept the border wide open. You guys sent money to
Then
Ukraine
why did his own
unnecessarily.
VP not validate it?
We had hyperinflation, and all you guys
you
did
smell like that?
was lie endlessly about January 6th, which of course was 99% of people that peacefully went into the Capitol to go pray and go look at the people's house. There were only 15 people that actually committed violent actions against police officers. And so we look at all this together. You're like, oh, he's against the Constitution. Wait a second. You know who's against the Constitution? The Democrat Party that tried to kick him off the ballot. The Democrat Party that tried to say, you're not allowed on a ballot. You know that there were 5 Democrat states, Maine, Colorado, and California being 3 of them, that said, you're not allowed to be on the ballot, Donald Trump, because you're an insurrectionist. That's a threat to democracy and to the Constitution. It's a threat to our democratic norms. And so I'm not going to relitigate this too much because, honestly, I don't have to because we won and you didn't. And we're in power. And so it's like...
May I speak?
Because he's never running again.
I haven't really gotten a second to speak. So
you kind of did.
What I want to say is that, look, I'm not a Democrat. I don't agree with the Democratic Party. I'm not a part of the Democratic Party. I personally believe in upholding this Constitution, and that goes beyond January 6th. I think currently what he's doing with trying to suppress the media is absolutely abhorrent.
How is he suppressing the media by doing more media? You know who's suppressing the media? Joe Biden never talked to the media. Donald Trump will sit at the Resolute desk and invite all the media.
They just announced.
Hold on a second. This is so insane. This guy will answer more questions than any president that we've had in the last 50 years. He will literally do a press conference today. He did one at 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m., and that's the 3rd time this week he's done, and anyone can ask any question they want. You're saying he's suppressing the media?
Can I say why?
Because of the Associated Press?
Well,
or why?
Partially, yes, and because he literally just announced his press conference person. She just announced that they're getting rid of the nonpartisan group that picks the journalists. He's going to pick the journalists. A bunch of bootlickers are going to be in there. That's not free speech.
Well, first of all, I don't want to hear from Jim Acosta or Caitlin Collins, and I don't think the American people do either. The point being, though, is that...
Sure, and I want to hear from a bunch of spray-tan Fox News people.
Hold on a second, though. You know, I find it interesting because I'm interested in your psychology.
Sure.
Like, what do you support?
I support upholding the Constitution. I think both sides are morally bankrupt. I think both sides are supported and funded by billionaires who should be taken out of power.
And this is
both sides.
Fair enough. We'll end with this. It's a great and everybody don't be like this guy, because. And I wish for you. It's so easy in life to go around saying that everything sucks and everything's awful, when in reality, you have the best government that you've had in 100 years and a reclamation. Of course, there'll be things you disagree with or you don't like, but it's so easy and so cool to kind of be like, I don't like this, and you're kicking out the press, when in reality, they're getting 99 out of 100 things right, and you have Elon Musk, the world's wealthiest man, sacrificing himself to go solve government. No, it's like, honestly, though, the attitude itself, I support the Constitution. I don't like Trump. It's like it's being cool by half.
Why can't both be true?
But I'm just saying though. It's in a general attitude, and I get it. It makes you feel morally sanctimonious and all that stuff. But in reality and in practicality, this is a government that none of us have earned or deserved or expected, that is doing amazing things for us on a daily basis. And so I hope you'll come around to that, and everybody in this audience is going to be better because of it.
I think if this government wants to respect the people, wants to not cut federal funding, and wants to overall improve
We
this
should
country,
cut federal funding. Of course we should. That's
okay.
what we got elected on.
Do you think there should be a child tax credit?
Yes,
pre-K?
that's not federal funding. That's
Do you think that there should be free school lunch for all children?
no.
Why?
Of course not. Because parents should feed their kids, not the government.
What if they can't?
Go get a job.
A child? You
No,
want
the
child
parents
labor?
should go get the job.
Yeah.
This is important.
They,
I don't believe.
they have jobs and they can't support their children there because the minimum wage is so low.
No, you are a Dem, dude. Don't give me this stuff. First of all, this is really
I want
important.
children to eat.
Of course I do. Show me a single child in America going hungry. Doesn't exist. Number two, we have churches, we have food shelters, we have billions, and it does not exist. We have a child obesity problem, not a child starvation problem in this country. That 50% of our kids are obese or overweight. There's not a single kid in America that has died of starvation in the last 10 years. Show me that kid. Show me. This is a propaganda thing from the Democrat Party. Our kids are so overweight, they have type 2 diabetes by the age of 8. So the number one problem for kids right now is that they're not moving enough and they're eating too much, not that there's child starvation. Instead, let's get back to a time where we say, hey, parents feed your kids, churches feed your kids, communities feed your kids, not big daddy government coming in and doing what the family should do. With that, I say thank you guys so much and have a great day. Thank you.
I like the ending and the sound that came behind it, like, like national anthem. I just love this conversation. Come on. So, I mean, before I even get started, what's your thoughts on Charlie Kirk saying Trump is the best president America has had in ages? What's your thoughts on that? So right now, our college bro is demanding that Trump administration, he's going against the Constitution, shutting media down, the 6th January situation that happens, and Charlie is saying, for all the president that has come, Trump is one of the presidents that he has tolerated media, because for the past whatever weeks now he calls the media to come answer question. I was like, yeah, he does that, but then are the answers straight or sarcasm? I mean, he is the most sarcastic president I've ever seen. Like, don't come for me. That's my thoughts. I mean, that's his way of ruling. That's his policy. I mean, not everyone will agree to every policy every president brings. Maybe people will also not agree with the other president's policy. But I think in as much as people actually allegedly hate Trump, I think he has a point in some of his policy, like the cutting of federal spending. Of course, they should cut federal. Yeah, for me, I agree with that kind of policy, the cutting of federal spending. I really do agree on that policy. And he feel like education should be free for every student. Some way, somehow, yes, education should be free, because education is education. But for the way of things, how some college students speak and think, I think college shouldn't be free. If your parents are paying for education, the benefits of it, because we have the public educations that are free, and people actually, even the teachers, the lecturers, they don't even take the premises even serious. Because if you compare educations that they are paying for and education that they are free, the kind of attitude and the kind of investment they put in as students, as teachers, is different. So if he makes all education or every education free in the whole world or the whole nation, how can people put much effort in the education? Even teachers will not even put much effort, because they feel like, oh, it's a free education. Why should I invest my time? Why should I put much effort inside? So, yeah, I think Charlie Kirk is right. Parents, feed your children, take care of your children, and leave the rest to the government. So I think it's not all that bad. Some policies we may not agree with it, but the policies that we think it's good, that is for the benefit of the country, we need to applaud him for that. Or we need to not always the criticizing, or not always criticizing something, we need to applaud what we think is good and criticize what they're not good, because we cannot everything, because there is nothing like a perfect administration. No one is perfect. Obama came to do his own, Biden came to do his own, Donald Trump is in his second term, and I think not everything can be perfect, but I think some of his policies are perfect. So let me know what you think about this. Do you think Donald Trump administration goes against the Constitution of America, or you think he is by far the best president America has gotten? Let me know your thoughts in this, and let me know if you have any recommendation, any suggestion, any comments on this. Let me know in the comment section. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to click on the subscription button for more notifications. Thanks for watching.